Your body does not need more random exercises. It needs the right five. 5 movements that open your hips, wake up your core, strengthen your glutes, improve your posture, and make your body feel less stiff. Because if your lower back feels tight, your hips feel locked, your shoulders feel rounded, and your core feels weak, doing more complicated workouts is not always the answer. Sometimes you need to go back to the basics and do them properly. Today, I will show you 5 exercises you can do at home to build better movement, better control, and a stronger body from the ground up. But before we begin, hit the like button and subscribe. It helps us make more simple training breakdowns like this. Let's begin. The first exercise is child's pose. This is not here to make the workout look easy. It is here because your body needs to open before it works. Start on your hands and knees. Bring your big toes together and let your knees open slightly apart. Then sit your hips back toward your heels and reach your arms forward on the floor. Let your chest sink down gently. Keep your forehead close to the floor if you can. Now breathe slowly. Do not force your body into the position. Do not bounce. Do not try to prove how flexible you are. Just reach your hands forward while your hips sink backward. You should feel a stretch through your lower back, hips, shoulders, and sides. Hold it for 30 to 60 seconds. If your hips do not touch your heels, that is fine. Go as far as your body allows and stay in a pain-free range. This exercise helps your body calm down, release tension, and prepare for the movements coming next. So once the body is open, how do you activate the muscles that protect your lower back? You move into pelvic tilt into bridge. Lie on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Keep your feet about hip-width apart and place your arms beside you. Before you lift your hips, start with the pelvic tilt. Gently flatten your lower back into the floor by tightening your abs and rolling your pelvis slightly backward. Think about bringing your belt buckle toward your ribs. That small movement matters. It teaches your core to control your pelvis before your glutes start working. Now push through your heels and lift your hips toward the ceiling. At the top, squeeze your glutes. Your body should form a straight line from your shoulders to your knees. Do not overarch your lower back. Do not push through your toes. Do not let your ribs flare upward. The movement should come from your glutes, not your spine. Hold the top for 1 second, then lower slowly and reset before the next rep. Do 3 sets of 10 to 15 reps. This is one of the best exercises for waking up the glutes, improving hip control, and teaching the core and lower body to work together. If this video is helping you so far, hit the like button and subscribe so you do not miss the next breakdown. Now, let's continue. So what exercise trains your core, shoulders, and hamstrings at the same time? Plank to pike. Start in a high plank with your hands under your shoulders and your legs straight behind you. Brace your core, squeeze your glutes, keep your body in one straight line from head to heels. Do not let your hips sag. From there, push through your hands and lift your hips upward toward the ceiling until your body forms an upside-down V shape. That is the pike. You should feel your shoulders working, your core tightening, and a stretch through the back of your legs. Then slowly return to the plank. The biggest mistake is rushing. People throw their hips up, drop back down, and lose all control. Move slowly. In the plank, stay strong and straight. In the pike, push the floor away and lengthen through your spine. Do 3 sets of 8 to 12 reps. If it feels too hard, reduce the range. If it feels easy, pause at the top and slow down every rep. Now, what movement opens the front of the body while strengthening the muscles most people neglect? Crab pose. Sit on the floor with your knees bent and your feet flat. Place your hands behind you with your fingers pointing slightly outward or toward your feet, whichever feels better on your wrists. Press through your hands and feet, then lift your hips off the floor. Open your chest. Squeeze your glutes. Keep your shoulders pulled back. Do not let your head collapse backward. Do not shrug your shoulders up toward your ears. You want your chest open, your hips lifted, and your body strong. Hold for 15 to 30 seconds. If the full position feels too hard, keep your hips lower and build up gradually. If your wrists feel uncomfortable, adjust your hand angle or shorten the hold. This exercise opens the chest, strengthens the shoulders, activates the glutes, and helps support a more open posture after long periods of sitting. Now, what is the final exercise that directly builds the hips and glutes? The kneeling hip thrust. Start on your knees with your knees about hip-width apart. Keep your torso tall and your core tight. Sit your hips back toward your heels, then drive your hips forward until your body is tall again. At the top, squeeze your glutes hard. Do not lean backward. Do not overarch your lower back. Do not throw your chest forward. The movement should come from your hips. Think about pushing the hips forward by squeezing your glutes, not by bending your spine. Lower with control, then drive up again. Do 3 sets of 12 to 15 reps. If it becomes easy, hold a dumbbell, backpack, or any safe weight against your chest. This exercise builds hip extension, which matters for walking, running, squatting, jumping, and lower body strength. So here is the full routine. Child's pose to open the body. Pelvic tilt into bridge to activate your core and glutes. Plank to pike to build core control and shoulder strength. Crab pose to open the chest and strengthen the backside. Kneeling hip thrust to build stronger hips and glutes. Do these slowly. Stay in a pain-free range. Control your breathing and stop rushing through reps just to finish faster. A simple routine done correctly will always beat a complicated routine done badly. If this video helped you, hit the like button and subscribe for more simple training breakdowns. And let me know in the comments, which of these 5 exercises feels the hardest for you?